Good morning, everybody, once again from Silver Steel Studios. This is our chat with John and Bogdan. John, you want to do some housekeeping before we starting?
You bet. Welcome, everybody, wherever you are in the world and whatever time it may be. It's morning here. If you are joining us through Facebook Live, thank you and welcome. We can't see you. We're broadcasting through Zoom. So Bogdan's got his phone lined up and is going to try and keep track and run the show at the same time. So if there is a delay, and there is a delay with Facebook Live, it's not that we're ignoring you. It's that we're trying to do two things at once. So we do want to welcome you. And the other thing I wanted to say is that everything that you see today in the program is for sale. We do these programs to get our work out there and to have us be able to kind of talk about our art in a way that's not salesy and things like that. But everything is for sale. So if you fall in love with a piece, just contact us and we can get it to you wherever you are in the world.
That is true. So, John, I think I managed to kind of tell Facebook to stream these things on my platform as well. How about that?
That's fascinating.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hey,
so let's switch to thank you for doing the housekeeping. Let's switch to the slideshow and introduce the very first two artworks we prepare for you today. So these are my one is Watchers, of course, Architectural Decay, and yours is a new one, right?
Just did it this week, and it's called Material Meditation, and it's a collage on wood.
Let's dig into this. So now, guys, you know I love architectural decay. I love buildings that have decay beautiful. I love photographing details of this kind of buildings. And this one is from those ones photographed in Herculane, Romania. It's called Villa Neptune. And this is the entrance of this crumble building. And, you know, I thought, if you look straight to it, it's kind of it's not straight, it's just because they're falling, guys, and I wanted to capture this before it collapses forever. And you know, it's very royal entrance in a way, and it's just very fascinating to me, and this is what attracts me to this kind of buildings. There's a mystery, is a mystery in every single corner of these buildings.
And the detail, I mean, these are sculptures that are on the sides of these kind of entry lintels or whatever they're called. And there would hardly ever been seen before you can get your camera up there.
Right,
So,
and again, when you get in there, the decay is so advanced, and the building is so huge, in particular this one, that it's very hard to focus on anything, because at first when you get in there you said wow as an ensemble, but then once you get to know the building, then you're going to discover all these details in every single corner. And I photographed this building in and out in many angles and corners. But this is the entrance of it. This is what you say when you cross that bridge to the main entrance. And
so this would be actually the kind of dome that covers that big reception area.
Right. And
look at look after the years and years and years of neglect and just crumbling.
I don't think ever.
Look at the patina. Look at the colors are soft and beautiful, even through the decay.
Right, and it's fascinating to me. I think no one did any restoration since the 1900s.
No. I'm sure of it. Yeah.
But
It's
yet,
gorgeous.
but yet I have it here, guys, and it's available in the studio. Those are very limited editions. And if you love decay photography as much as I do, come and collect it. Now, here is the version I have in the studio. I don't have a great lighting in here, but you can see for yourself the size of it and the details.
Now, how many are in this edition?
You know, actually, this is an open
Open edition. Okay.
Open collection. So those are 15 in edition, this particular image. And
Okay.
yeah, so this collection doesn't contain images only from this building, unlike Inheritance. Sure. This is a variety of decayed architecture from various places around the world. But
that particular image, there will only be 15.
Right. This particular.
But you can produce them in various sizes and
I can produce in various sizes, larger and smaller. Depends of each of individual has a idea how this would look best in their home.
So it might be on acrylic, it might be on canvas.
I'm open to work with anybody.
And you, unlike some other artists, you don't change the number. So no matter what the format, what the size, there will still only be 15, which still makes it very collectible. And
for now, this is how I work. I may change because people change, but for now, at least everything I have is it has a number and that's it. I'm not gonna create.
That's the addition.
I'm not gonna create 10 on this size and another 10 on another side.
10 on canvas, 10 on acrylic.
Right. No. It gets boring and very complicated at some point.
And if you're buying and collecting and you know that you've got a collection of 15, that's all there are. There are only 15. Excellent.
You want to talk about yours?
Yes, this is my new one. You know, every time I finish one of my art lab experiences in doing that kind of really planned work, I tend to just strike out and do something really, really different. And that's what I did here. I had a board, this is 16 by 16, and I created a collage. I really like collage, and I haven't done much of it. When I see other people's work, when I go to museums, I'm really, really attracted to the collage. So what I did here was I did one of my heads, and I put it into a collage. Unlike the other pieces that I've done on book pages, here the words actually are significant to the message of the piece.
Oh, really?
And these are all tax notes in filing your taxes. And so what I have done is I've tried to pull together an array of luxury items with a couple of images of the Buddha. And so I have this man who looks like Buddha, but I didn't intend him to be Buddha, but I wanted to make that connection. And the whole idea in my head was, through all of the stuff that we own, through all of the material things that we that surround us and are take our time and attention, we need to stay meditative on what the things that matter. And so I have the three eyes, the third eye being that connects us with meditation. And so I call the piece Material Meditation. And it has some Buddhist overtones, but that was to give an idea, not to be, theological or anything with Buddhism. I have the piece here, and I just love it. I just varnished it, so it's got a nice sheen to it now. And
I like that you put it on a wooden board, and
it's on
the wooden board is quite has 2 inch, right? It's coming.
It's a 2-inch.
It's popping up on the wall very nicely, and it makes a statement.
I haven't even wired the back yet. It's literally, I just put the varnish on it this morning. But I like the piece. I think it's haunting. That third eye is a little disturbing, but it gets your attention. And, it doesn't bother me anymore. At first, I kept trying to adjust my glasses, but Uh, I think it's an interesting piece. I think it's
I
thoughtful.
think it's really pretty.
And, matches everything. And, if I can put gold in a painting, I do it.
Now, before we move next to the next session, I wanna make how do I say this, to clarify some things that some of you may see a light here on my chest blinking. I'm not plugged in. However, I have a big heart and sometimes it needs to be mended. So, part of these things, if it gets too bigger, that's not good. So that's why from time to time, I have to carry these devices around me.
What Bogdan's trying to say is he went to the cardiologist and they've got a monitor on his heart, just checking to make sure everything's okay with blood pressure and irregular heartbeat and stuff.
Hey, I'm getting
We don't know anything yet.
This is the first stage.
This is the first bit, and it is rather disturbing when your chest blinks at me.
Yeah, I never thought I would do this.
I saw it a minute ago, and I thought, man, I'm starting to see spots.
Let's switch back to the slideshow.
But you're feeling great, right?
I'm feeling okay. I mean, I still smile and laugh.
Yes. People are like, is Bogdan okay? Yeah. I think Bogdan's okay, but we're making sure.
At least outside is okay.
Yeah.
So let's go back to our slideshow and continue with our news. Guys, PRPG MX organized this inheritance. It's my collection, I should say. Inheritance is part of their opening celebration exhibition. So
yes, Michael Swank, the director, he had a gallery space, and he's just now expanded that space. And so it's much larger now. It's much nicer now. He's been getting lots of attention. So he's had his kind of grand opening of the new part of the gallery. And so yours is one exhibition of I think 3 or 4 that are going on in these now 2 spaces.
At the same time, yeah.
That form the PRPGMX gallery.
And now we are a few days away from going to Mexico City for the Fine Feria, the Mexico City edition. And for those one who don't know, I will present at that show the same images from the Inheritance series. So that's very exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully my heart will hold, won't go crazy by then.
It's big enough for us all.
Yeah.
No, it should be very exciting. It's a lot of work. We know that from Guadalajara, but it should be a very different crowd. The FAIN was actually in Mexico City last year, and so they have kind of established themselves. And of course, it's a much larger population base. So, and to be able to promote this through PRPGMX and Michael prior to it is really good, because the press have moved through and it might be a good introduction to when your stuff goes to FAIN.
And it's
then
great.
Of course, thanks to Michael, after FAIN is completed, because it's only 4 days, anything that's not sold, he's going to continue to exhibit. So it's quite an honor.
And it's great. People that will go to the Fine Feria event, those people who actually visited Michael, they will get to recognize the work right away,
exactly,
which makes things easier. Now, guys, I know we did not have a vlog this week, but we're gonna have a very condensed one next week, and that's because I was busy this week. Let me turn it off now. I was busy this week with going on Portwood and photographing.
Can you turn off the sound?
Yes, I'm working on photographing these military families together with the members of Houston Inner Loop Photography Club. And I think it was a fantastic event, as every year. It's very exhausting at some point. It's getting to you, but you do it because you make these people so happy. And we had 400 families.
I think it was closer to 500.
Yes, and
I think it was 480.
And we counted, roughly, if everybody would have, 3-4 kids, which that's the kind of the target there, then it'll be, around 1,500. I'm sorry, I couldn't find the word. 1,500 people into our studios.
Yeah, and I think they said something like there were over 3,000 images that had to be processed and gotten out to these soldiers and their families. It's a remarkable thing that the club does, and they've been doing it, I believe, for 16 years. And so every year they go and give these free photographs, these free photo shoots to military families, many of whom, if you've been in the military, know that you don't start off making a lot of money.
The only time we skip
and very often members of the family are actually deployed.
The only time we skipped this was last year because of COVID.
Because of COVID, yeah.
But I think it is a fantastic experience, and you feel fulfilled after you end the project.
And I think too, recently everybody was brought home after we pulled out of Afghanistan, and I believe they're really, really full now at Fort Hood. And some of these families are reunited for the first time in a long time.
Now, they get all these photographs for free, and it's up to them to print them. And I remember this family coming in, and I photographed them. They were ready for one shoot, and I took them to a series of posts and shots and different variety. And they were quite confused, and because they expected only one picture. And at the end, they had such a good time because they never did it before. And they had a good time, and I said, now how do we acquire the pictures? How do we pay? And he said, it's free. You're gonna get this for free. And they were like, what? No. Yeah, it's very great times.
It's great for the photographers to get to practice with those who aren't, professional photographers and do this for a living. It's great training for us. It's a great service. And in order to prepare for this, we actually go to Star of Hope here in Houston and practice doing portraits of some of the residents there. So it's all in all just a remarkable service that this club, the Houston Interloop Photography.
And now, for those one who are watching us and are in Houston, guys, if you and you are passionate about photography and doing these kind of things, do search for Houston Interloop Photography. There is a website, and there is a Facebook page. And if you want to become a member, just reach to any of these contacts listed in.
Really, I've been in a lot of photo clubs, and this is absolutely the best I've been in.
Now, moving forward, we have a couple of save the date, and one of them is this Saturday. It's a second Saturday at Silver Sea Studios, and our studios, well, it's my studio, it's open.
Your studio.
I can, for those one who knows your work and wants to see your work, I can open the studio for them.
He's got a key.
Yes, I have the key, and but yeah, I will be open. John will be open by request, basically. Just come over, get in touch with me, and I'll take you to his studio should you want that. But otherwise, I will be in the studio from 12 o'clock to, well, actually, it's going to be 10 o'clock, actually, in the morning all the way to 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Lots of new work I have in the studio. Not everything is for sale this time because a lot of them will go to an exhibition here at Silver soon. You will be actually at the Houston Zine Fest.
Absolutely. You thought I was goofing off this Saturday? No, indeed. I'm actually going to the Houston Zine Fest. It's the first time in a couple of years these Zine Fests have opened again. We went to the Uncle Bob's photo Zine Fest, Zine Market a couple of weeks ago, and now the big one, the Houston Zine Fest, will be this Saturday from 12 to 6 p.m. And I've forgotten how many. There's probably about 40 tables where there were only 10 at the other. It's a bigger event, and should be a lot of fun. The first time we went, there was a lot of people that moved through. We made some money, and we really get to push our zines and our books and that kind of printing that we do as well. We've got about 7 children's books out, and then some photographic treatises as well. So looking forward to it. It should be a lot of people. It's not the kind of folks that generally walk through our studios on an open day on a Saturday.
And those are kind of artsy books in a way, right?
Right. It's all really about printing in indie printing, in independent printing, and self-publishing.
Yeah.
And
it's
so
it's a lot of fun, and it comes in so many varieties that you guys would never believe that can be even a solution or a choice, or there's amazing ideas of how to print this kind of.
And just the kind of permission you have with self-publishing to do whatever you want to do. And
exactly.
There's all kinds. They're political things. They're just artistic things. They're as ours are stories. There are nonfiction, fiction. There are lots of cartoonists who present, and manga, and just amazing array of people. It's a lot hipper. It's younger. I'm usually one of the oldest people there.
Outside, but inside you're still young.
Absolutely. But at the last fair, we met Barbara and Paige, who are big time curators with museum working here in Houston, and they live in San Miguel de Allende in Mexico. And they happened through, met us, and spoke at our photo club just this 2 days ago. So you meet all kinds of people there. Again, and usually a different demographic than we would run into normally. So I think it's really worth doing, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, another Save the Day thing is a pop-up show here at Silver Street Studios on November the 20th from 12 to 5 p.m. Can you tell me more, because you know more details about this?
Right. The exhibition committee here, the Photo Fest has a big exhibition here now, and they're going to be taking it down this week, right before our kind of big event and our open Saturday. And we said, well, there won't be anything on the walls. Let's do a one-day pop-up. So we're just all the tenants in the building. We're going to be putting things out in the hallway just for one day. So that our walls won't be bare when we're having our open Saturday, our third Saturday. So it should be a great day. It should be lots of fun. It's like I say, things will go up in the morning and they'll come down in the evening.
So put this November 20th in your agenda, and as well December 4. It's the art holiday shopping here at Sawyer Yards and Silver Street Studios, and our studios will be open for business. This is an important art sale, and we really want you to come out and support the artist community here in Houston.
It's an evening event, and it's just here at Silver Street. So it's not the entire complex, which is okay because you get a more of a bite size. We still have like 60 artists. So it's still plenty to see, but you don't get overwhelmed with the crowd. It is a holiday themed sale, and it also marks the installation, the opening of our big show. So we'll have a new exhibition coming out on December 4th throughout the building on our Without Limits, kind of our space theme to go along with a visiting exhibition.
And because you mentioned that, I want to share with everybody here. I'm starting working on new pieces for this show, and this is me working of this Luna Rojo. I think it's gonna be called. I haven't decided 100%, but today it's the day. The piece is completed. It's a little squid. How to call it? It's not straight in here because I took this picture this morning in a rush. Skew, I wanted to say.
Askew.
And this is the piece, and it's going to be framed, and it looks just fantastic. And this is kind of details so that you guys understand how it looks like.
You and your three-dimensional, it looks fabulous.
Yeah.
The texture on that planet or circle is just amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make it bigger. Let me see. Yeah, you can.
Well, you've got the original. Hold it up.
Oh yeah, thank you for saying that. I completely forget about
Yeah, you can just stick it up to the camera, right?
I get so look. Is that amazing?
Can you get closer?
I don't think I can. No,
I just wanted to show the crackled surface
no,
of the
it's
planet.
impossible. It's too big to get to that close. But that's why you guys have to come to visit me in Studio 111 here in Silver Steel Studios to get a closer look of my work. It's
There you go.
There's a lot.
Sounds like a fair exchange.
Yes. Let's go back to the share screen slideshow. And let's address everybody a big thank you for those who are watching us, following us, trust us, and collect us. Now,
We appreciate you more than you can believe.
we kind of run out of time here, but I'm
Oh, we can hurry.
We can introduce the second part of the show, and my secret is that it's the same collection, the Falling Architecture, and I found this very magical in a way. You know, through this kind of blind walls, at some point you hit this green room. And you know, I was walking to the building and I said, oh, looks so fantastic. It's almost like waiting for some visitors, you know, and I said, I'm going to photograph this and I'm going to have it in my studio. So this is what I did. And it's in the same building in Villa Neptune in Herculane. I actually have the picture here, and it's again a 15 in edition. It can be printed in various sizes, but I think I prefer this size.
Stunning.
And yeah, it's available in the studio, as I said. And it can be also shipped anywhere in the world if you guys out there see it. But again, come take a closer look in my studio. It's truly beautiful. The texture of it, it's amazing. The way those wall decayed are fabulous. And they translate it so well in a photographic paper this time.
Is this part of the inheritance collection?
This is the collection.
It's related.
It's related, but it's not part of the collection. You want to talk about
Yes, I have it here.
Oh,
16 by 20. This one is called Sun-Kissed. Again, if I can put gold in a picture, it's a good day. I can't get it to fit. There it goes.
It's actually what I wanted to say, guys. Those are a lot brighter in reality.
Oh, sure.
From these Zoom meetings, they look a little dull. But let me switch to the slideshow. I will show you how the true color is like.
I'm frozen.
Beautiful and very bright.
I can't see anything.
Well, we can hear you very well. So.
Oh, okay. So basically, yeah, it's an abstract piece. It's actually a companion piece to one that I had done that's much larger. And I particularly, I call it Sun-Kissed. There's some rays, look like rays of sunshine coming down. And beneath the shiny paint, to me, it looks like a plant, like a starting to emerge from the ground. So to me, it's got that gardening context that I love so much. I've got my sacred circles. I've got my gold. I think it's a lovely piece. It's very calming, and I wanted to share it. I realized I hadn't done that before.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant and very, very beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, guys, this was
Is it time?
our edition of Art Chat on November 11. It's 11:30 and we are running out of time. But thank you for watching us, and looking forward to see you here in the studio and any of these open events we have planned for you.
Or on any of our social media, reach out. Let's have a conversation. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful week.
Bye-bye.